danger. And whoever is hunting us, they're using raptors to do it.
Welcome into a solo edition of Box Office Quarterbacks. My name is Jeff. Today I am talking about Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Just dropped on Netflix as I'm recording this. This is a sequel series to Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, which aired on Netflix for 5 seasons and was very well received when it came out. You follow the Nublar Six here, 6 years after the events of Camp Cretaceous, and this series, right off the bat, is 100% more mature than what we got during the original run from the original series. A lot of adult elements here. I really dug this series, and I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was, and I loved Camp Cretaceous. This series in particular, Chaos Theory, I think gave us something that I wanted Dominion to be, which is the dinosaurs are in the mainland, and you have poachers and people selling dinosaurs illegally. You have the overbearing threat of a dinosaur attacking your city at any time, and just like the PTSD that is kind of on display here from some of the characters. You have like the little sideshow attractions featuring live dinosaurs. I thought it was a very realistic version of what would happen if dinosaurs were suddenly reintroduced into our world. This is what I thought Dominion was going to be. Dominion, they tried to make more of like a spy thriller in the vein of Jurassic World, and I did not like that whatsoever. And I really do like the main characters here. Kenji and Darius have some great moments, especially when they're reestablishing their relationship, and they're honestly more likable leads than Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard were in any of those 3 movies. Like, Chris Pratt was just generic action guy, and obviously you spend a lot more time with characters in this side of the universe than you did in the movies, because you have 5 seasons, 30-minute episodes. It really does add up over time, but all of that character development in Camp Cretaceous really did pay off here. And this is going to be a spoiler review, but the fact that they killed off a main character like right off the bat, or you think they killed off a main character right off the bat, is one of the best choices I think that you could have made for this show to really set it apart from its predecessors, to show how dark this could be, and to have characters dealing with grief and the mystery surrounding Brooklyn's death. I thought was just one of the better plot devices that they've had in a Jurassic World movie in a while. Like, a mystery set in a world of dinosaurs, and you have this overarching element of people illegally buying the dinosaurs and shipping them all over the world. I really thought that it added weight to the everything, like the plot, the characters, and it was felt through all throughout the season. I love the tension here. There are some great scenes, like Kenji's dad's halfway house, one of the best sequences we've had in the Jurassic World franchise in a while. Like, imagine seeing that on the big screen, and how heartbreaking that is, because in any of the 3 Jurassic World movies, you get character deaths all the time, but did you really feel like an emotional connection to them? I don't think so. In Jurassic World Dominion, a Carnotaurus eats a guy off of a scooter in Malta, and you feel nothing. Here, you have Kenji's dad, who you got to know in the last series, biting the dust, and it's heartbreaking. And you see Kenji break down in the middle of the road not long after that incident happened. You have Darius, who's in love with Brooklyn, his best friend's girlfriend, and he's recording voicemails for her on her phone that she's no longer using anymore. It's just a different outlet of dealing with grief, and they're very heavy themes in a kid show that I wasn't expecting here. You get Ben back, and I really love Ben in this series. Bumpy is back as well, and Bumpy is just like one of the best dinosaur characters that you've gotten in the franchise in a while. Sammy and Yaz are back. I like Yaz and how she's dealing with her PTSD and the community that she is doing all this at. I thought she was a good addition. I was never a fan of Sammy though. She was just kind of annoying in Camp Cretaceous, and she's still annoying here, but she is a little bit better than she was in that previous series. Um, and then you get flashbacks with Brooklyn, like in the lead up to that night where the Allosaurus is released. There's a lot of great things here. There's a whole sequence and like this Joe Exotic esque dudes like roadside fake Isla Nublar attraction. And I thought, like, hey, would 100% be something you saw on like a road trip through like Arizona and California. Like, exit now to see live dinosaurs. Like, this is 100% something you would see if this happened in the real world. This is such a great start, such a strong season. It is on par with maybe season 1 and 2 of Camp Cretaceous, because I thought those were great. But the tension here, like, you have some crazy deaths, and this is a kid show. They do happen off screen, but like they did get away with a lot of stuff here. There was one thing in the season though that I didn't like, and that was kind of a twist I saw coming from a mile away. But at the very end of season 1, it's revealed that Brooklyn did survive the Allosaurus attack, lost an arm, but she is like running stuff off of Dark Jurassic now. Like, I think it kind of cheapens like everything the characters were going through in season 1, especially Kenji and Darius. I don't think they needed to bring her back. Like, it kind of reminded me of Jurassic Park 3 with Billy Brennan and his, he gets attacked by the Petrodons and you think he's dead, and then he just randomly shows up at the end of that movie. So it kind of cheapened his death there too. I think, like, obviously because this is a kid show, that they weren't going to keep a main character dead like that for real. So I could see why they did it, but I kind of wish they would have stayed on course with just the Isla Nublar 5 and what's going on and who's selling these dinosaurs, and kind of kept it that way. But yeah, everything else is fantastic. Like, the dinosaur sequences are great. The bumpy scenes sometimes are heartbreaking. Um, you have like such good character moments here, and that's what really sets it apart from. I think this is better in the long run than like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom for sure. I think this season as a whole would be a little bit better than Jurassic World Dominion, because it does a better telling of what it would be like to live with dinosaurs in our world. That is something that Dominion kind of glossed over. Like, you have Atrociraptors like attacking Malta, and they weren't really that threatening in that movie, but in this show they are very terrifying, and especially like the weird Uma Thurman haircut lady with the expressionless like glance, like every time she blows that whistle. That lady was terrifying as well. Like, that's a better villain than we've gotten in the past 2 movies. So, and she barely even had any lines. I don't think she had any lines at all, actually. But yeah, I can't wait for season 2. Like, I know a season 2 is already coming. Like, this show is already like in the top 10 as far as Netflix premieres goes. The other series was so successful, they're pumping out like 2 seasons a year. So I can't wait for season 2 of this. This is such a strong start. One of my favorite additions to the Jurassic World universe. And I hope the new movie starring Scarlett Johansson is kind of in the vein of this, because there's some good stuff that they're cooking up here. But as far as the box office QB scale, I think I would give this like a high all-star. Like, it really did surprise me here. And I can't wait to see what they do in season 2 and see if this series goes up to a Hall of Fame for me. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of Jurassic World Chaos Theory season 1. Subscribe to our social media. You can find that in our link tree on our YouTube profile. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the big ones. But this has been another edition of Box Office Quarterbacks. I'm Jeff. We'll be back with the guys a little bit later. Have a good rest of the week.